Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Welcome to Accelerated Health with Sara Banta. I'm a wife, mom of 3, and an NANP certified supplement professional, but that's not all. I'm also the founder of the awarded Most Innovative Health Supplement Company 4 years in a row, Accelerated Health Products. We are a brand offering natural, scalar-enhanced supplements to optimize your health. And this podcast is not just a source of information. We are a community. We're all here to learn and grow on our health journeys, regardless of where you are today. And this podcast is the springboard to learning. The free group coaching on Telegram is where we continue learning together. You can post your questions. I share tips and tools to deepen your health every single day to keep you moving forward. So here's what you can expect. New episodes every Monday and Wednesday with in-depth health discussions and expert guests. Hot topics that are in the news every Friday like this one to keep things fun. And then, of course, followed up with the free group coaching on Telegram. You can be connected with like-minded people in a very lonely world and learn how to keep moving forward in this weird world of health where we are all feeling like salmon swimming upstream. The details can be found on my website at sarabantahealth.com. Have you thought about detoxing, but you don't know where to start? You're worried if it's too much for your body. You don't want to be put on a juice cleanse. Well, I've created over 10 unique, easy detox cleanse programs. You eat real food, and they all help reset your body while feeling great without the detox flu symptoms. You can take the detox quiz at sarabantahealth.com to find out which one's right for you, whether it's just starting with the colon cleanse to get pooping, the parasite or candida cleanse, the kidney cleanse, the liver flush cleanse that we all need at least 4 times a year. I just did one. I feel amazing. It just amazes me every single time. And the things that come out of you've never seen before. It's amazing. And then the big one, the accelerated diet cleanse. That resets your hormones, your gut, your weight loss plateaus, your brain, all the things. So take the detox quiz and find out which one's right for you. And maybe you don't want to do a detox. Maybe you just want to start with a few supplements. You've never taken supplements before. Well, complete my health goals form, and I will personally put together a protocol just for you. Just by taking a few steps forward with your health, you will change your life, I promise. And I'm here to help you every step of the way. Today, we are talking about a very hot topic, and it's combining multiple things that I'm extremely passionate about. A study has revealed that vegan diets lack essential amino acids. Essential amino acids are essentially the building blocks to protein. So this is the paradox. Anyone who's vegan is health conscious. They've gone to a vegan diet, maybe for religious reasons, but typically because they think they're doing something good for their body, but they could actually be doing something that's harmful. And I'm not going to talk to you and tell you to get off your vegan diet. But whenever I talk to clients and family and friends about going vegan, I've got family members that were vegan and now they're not. Usually they see an improvement in their health when they come from the standard American diet. And it's not necessarily about what they're eating, but it's about what they're not eating anymore. They're not eating the processed foods as much. They're not eating as much artificial ingredients, the glyphosate and all of that, supposedly. But we'll get into that in a minute. But are they consuming enough protein to build their muscles, their hair, their skin, all their tissues? And in general, whether they're vegan or not, women have this fear of eating too much protein. I'll sit at lunch with friends and they're eating a big salad with just a couple bites of chicken, and they eat around it, and then they'll have the cocktail, right? But they're not eating enough protein. And protein is needed more than ever as you get older. So at the age of 49 as a female, working out an hour a day, maybe, mostly strength training, not really cardio. I need more protein than my two younger daughters who are working out 3 to 4 hours a day, rowing and cardio and muscle and all that stuff, because as we get older, we have a harder time assimilating the protein that we're eating. So we need more than we've ever needed before. And when vegans are counting their grams of protein in their vegan food, that protein may not be efficiently working in the body like animal protein does. So it's a double whammy. You need more protein, and you actually need the more efficient protein, like the animal protein, to get what your body needs. So it's not just about getting enough grams of protein, it's about the quality and digestibility of that protein. And this new research published in PLOS ONE has validated exactly what I've been talking about. So in this study, researchers examined the diets of nearly 200 long-term vegans in New Zealand. They found something that caught my attention. About 3/4 of the vegans studied were indeed meeting their overall daily protein needs, of course, thinking that they're getting those grams of protein per pound of body mass, but only about half were getting adequate amounts of two critical important amino acids, lysine and leucine. Now, there's 9 essential amino acids. You need all 9, and you need them in all the right ratios. So even though the vegans who are doing everything right, they still experience muscle weakness, slow workout recovery, low energy, and even a weakened immune system. So most vegans, and if you're a vegan, listen, maybe you felt really good that first 6 months after switching to a vegan diet. But then what happened? You started getting tired, your hair started falling out, you felt like you were gaining weight and you weren't eating enough to gain weight. Didn't make sense. It's because your thyroid slows down. Protein's needed for thyroid. Most vegan diets are full of too many carbs, too much sugar, and if it's not organic food, too much of the glyphosate and the other GMOs that are incorporated in vegan foods. Margarita's vegan, right? French fries are vegan. So how vegan and clean is your diet really? And then you're trying to make up the fact that you're not getting enough of that animal protein. So you're trying to match up the amino acids in different vegan foods. And you're eating a lot of calories. You have to eat a lot more calories to get your vegan protein in versus animal protein. So then vegans end up having insulin resistance, fatty liver disease, brain fog, hair falling out, hormonal disruption, all the things. And the other problem is that those vegan proteins are less bioavailable. So first I want to talk about lysine and leucine. Lysine is more important than many realize. It's necessary for collagen, so your skin, if you don't care about anything else, you don't want those wrinkles, right? Bone health and immunity, basically the foundation of overall wellness. Leucine acts like the master switch. We hear about it all the time in bodybuilding podcasts about it is that switch for muscle growth, repair, and maintenance. Without enough leucine, you can eat plenty of protein, yet still struggle to maintain that lean muscle mass strength, and metabolic health. So these plant proteins are not complete. While we know that's not totally accurate, plant foods do offer all 9 essential amino acids, but they provide them at lower levels, reduced ability to digest them compared to the animal sources, and in the wrong ratios. They have to be in that exact ratio for your body to assimilate. So if you're not technically eating enough protein, your body might not be able to efficiently use all of it, leading to the deficiencies of the critical amino acids. But then there's another part of it. So let's think about these amino acids, these 9 amino acids, as part of a bicycle. When you eat a vegan meal, it's like having 3 handlebars, 1 wheel, and 2 seats. How many bicycles do you have? 0. And you have all of these extra parts your body doesn't know what to do with. They store them as fat. So you're not building what you think, even though the package says 9 grams of protein, right? Or you're having your pea protein shake, or your hemp protein, or your rice protein, or even dairy. Dairy is a complete protein, but is it assimilated as well as wild animal protein in the body? So it has to be digestible. You have to have a gut that can digest and break things down. You also have to have healthy liver to be able to break down proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. The liver is where you break apart proteins, whether vegan or animal, and they then get packaged back up and build your muscles, your hair, or your skin, and contribute to collagen. So there's a lot that goes into protein transferring into muscle or protein transferring into hair. There's a lot of steps. It's not just taking that number on the vegan protein package of grams of protein and saying, oh, well, now I'm hitting my protein target. That's not what it is. So proteins, like I said, from these vegan sources, from wheat, rice, peas, have low digestibility rate due to their fiber content, number one, but they contain things like mold, anti-nutrients, lectins, histamines. Your body can't easily access those amino acids. And those foods also cause leaky gut. So then when your gut's leaky, you're not breaking down any food, let alone the proteins. Soy protein may have higher digestibility, but it can mimic estrogen and throw off your hormonal balance. So it doesn't matter how much protein is in your soy product. Another issue with these plant-based proteins is that the beans or grains, they contain naturally occurring compounds like the lectins, the phytates, and they reduce the effect of your body to absorb everything. And typically they're covered in glyphosate. And when that happens, the glyphosate is inhibiting your detox pathways. So if it's inhibiting your detox pathways in your liver, then your liver is not really able to break down proteins into amino acids and use them in the first place. When I had my liver issues and my liver was backed up, I couldn't even process animal protein, let alone a vegan protein. My liver was just trying to stay above water. So that is where you can use things like essential amino acids. And it's a no-brainer for vegans, for animal protein lovers, regardless of who you are. If you are a woman over 40, you need more protein than ever before in your life, right? It's hard to get. Even if you're not afraid of eating protein, I'm not afraid of eating protein. I love protein. I love my bison, lamb, venison, wild fish, elk. I love those foods. And those animal proteins that are wild have more nutrient density to them than any other food on the planet. More than chicken and beef. Chicken and beef, pork, they're full of amyloid proteins. Remember, your liver's got to break things down to then use those amino acids. Well, the chicken, conventional beef, the pork, they have these amyloid proteins that the body can't break down. And these amyloid proteins can actually trigger gut pathogens to take over the good guys down in your gut, causing bloat and constipation and all the things. E. coli, salmonella, all the things. And with the introduction of the spike protein from the pandemic in all of our systems, it's made it even worse. That's just a sidebar. So it's making the need for protein even more important as we are all trying to heal our guts, absorb protein. Remember, it's all about absorption. It's not about what you eat. It's about what your body does with what you eat. And if your liver's backed up, if you're trying to eat chicken and amyloid proteins, body can't break those down. That's going to be even harder on your liver. If you're taking in vegan protein sources that are full of sulfur that your body cannot break down, like cabbage, broccoli, kale, right? Onions, garlic, these are all healthy foods. They used to be healthy for us, but since glyphosate has just hijacked our sulfur detox pathways, we can't detox these foods, and that backs up the liver. But we're eating all healthy, good vegan foods, right, Sarah? No, not all healthy foods are healthy for you. They could be causing bloat and water retention, and you're thinking, I don't understand. Hardly eating any calories, and I'm getting in my protein from these sources. Doesn't necessarily work that way. So when I formulated accelerated aminos, yes, it's fantastic for the 20-year-old guy in the gym. It's fantastic for my daughters that are rowing and are 18 and 20. It's fantastic for the men in the gym that are 70 trying to keep that muscle mass. But I designed it for us women who are really having a hard time with getting in enough protein and tend to eat a more vegan, vegetarian, heavy-based lifestyle. So that is why I wanted to specifically address the gaps in a vegan diet and even the animal eating populations. You want to focus on getting that one gram of protein per pound of body weight. Okay, so if you're 130 pounds, you need 130 pounds or 130 grams of protein. That's a lot of protein. But where the amino acids come in is one serving is the equivalent of 30 grams of protein. And what is even better is it's vegan. So it's good for the vegans and the non-vegans. And there's zero filler. I've been doing protein powders and essential amino acid supplements forever. But the problem is the most popular amino acid supplements out there have fillers and ingredients that you don't see or that are not on the label that could be causing issues in your liver, could be backing up your liver, could be causing that water weight, could be causing the essential amino acids not to be absorbed. So that is where the accelerated aminos came in, because there's no fillers. They're compressed tablets with nothing more than what we are meaning to put it in there. But what I want to go to first is I want you to sit back and go, do I have any of these symptoms? Am I tired? Do I have increased appetite, weight gain? It doesn't make sense. Insulin resistance, hormonal imbalance, fatty liver. It's my doctor saying my liver's backed up. So even though you're vegan and you're health conscious and you're trying to do the right thing, it's not working. And I'm not here to tell you to get off your vegan diet, but you do need to be supplementing. And that's where the accelerated aminos come in. It is a complete balanced blend of the 9 essential amino acids designed for maximum utilization and absorption, especially targeting lysine and leucine. And you've got that leucine, which is critical for stimulating muscle growth, preventing muscle loss, especially after workouts and during fasting periods. Research has shown that adequate leucine intake directly correlates with improved muscle health, strength, and metabolism. But what's different in the accelerated aminos is no one's talking about the fact that leucine also has to convert into HMB to be effective. We put not just leucine in there, but we also put HMB directly. Then you've got lysine. That is the foundation for the strong bones, collagen, immune health. And usually it's deficient in the vegan diets like this study talks about. So that lysine, its critical role in maintaining the bone density and collagen is heightened in this study. Then what we also put in there, as I mentioned, most of you are walking around with leaky gut, whether you're a vegan or even an animal protein lover, something in your diet is triggering leaky gut, even in me. And that's why we have to focus on gut health. And whether it's using the Megaspore Biotic or the leaky gut bundle or digestive enzymes, we need to focus on our gut. But this is where we put in an ingredient called estrogen. It is scientifically proven to enhance the amino acid and nutrient absorption over 40%. That means you're getting more bang for your buck with the amino acids. And this ensures that the body is utilizing the nutrients that you're absorbing. Remember, it's not about what you're taking in with supplements and food. It's about what your body does with what you take in. So vegans often struggle with that nutrient absorption, and estrogen helps with that. We then add in Synactive, which helps improve muscle cell regeneration, reduces inflammation, supports that faster recovery. And I was laughing because I was looking at the ingredients of this longevity supplement that helps with the senescent cells. And all of the ingredients were just basic nutrients. And then Synactive was the one ingredient that does what they're promoting and advertising, that anti-aging. I love it because it increases performance and the ability to have the energy to work out harder and more, so you're getting more results. We've also added other ingredients like OKG and orotic acid that help with that muscle preservation so that you're not breaking down muscle when you're working out. Super important, because as we're getting older, it's much easier to break down our muscles, and we lose muscle mass so quickly and easily. And muscle is directly correlated to longevity. TMG, we've added this. It's essential for methylation. Most people have issues with methylation and detoxification, especially with our toxic world. So it's super important for methylation, detoxification, liver health, and cardiovascular function. We gotta love our livers, right? So maybe you need a liver flush. Maybe you need to throw in the accelerated liver care to help give your body that extra daily support for your liver. I do, because it's super important to support the digestion and the breakdown of the real proteins I'm eating, not just a supplement like accelerated aminos. Accelerated aminos is a supplement, but first priority is diet, sleep, exercise, to get the muscle, to stimulate the hair growth, to help with stress, to help with all the things. We don't just want to focus on supplements, but we're all missing nutrients in our diet nowadays. It's very difficult to get everything we need. This PLOS ONE study confirms something that I've known for years. Protein quality and the amino acid balance are every bit as important as protein quantity. It's not just how much you're eating, it's how much you're assimilating and using. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me know, are you a vegan? What are your symptoms? Do you feel great? How long have you been a vegan? Do you lift weights? Do you have the muscle mass that you think you want to have? Tell me. I want to know. Are you using essential amino acids? Are you using protein powders? Are you using BCAAs? Let me know. And thanks for listening. Our discussion does not have to stop here. If you're feeling lost in the supplement world, I'm here to help. Start by getting your free supplement protocol at sarabanthealth.com. Follow me on social media at Accelerated Health Products, and join the free group coaching. There's no downside. I answer your questions daily, post insights, and keep you moving forward. You can find this podcast by searching Accelerated Health with Sara Banta on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, E360, Amazon, iHeartRadio, and over 100 different platforms. Share this with a friend. Maybe she's vegan. Maybe it's your husband who doesn't eat enough protein. Maybe it's your kids. Maybe your kids need to focus on that protein and not the processed foods. You can also use coupon podcast10 to get 10% off site-wide. Remember, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so join me next time for more ways to unlock your health potential.